Hey guys, Anthony Beckham here, and today we are gonna be talking about the top 6 reasons why you as a real estate agent should be working with real estate investors and why I refer to them as the gift that keeps on giving. So let's hop right into it. The number one reason that I love working with real estate investors is because they do multiple transactions. If we look at our average homeowner, they're only moving once in every 7 years or so statistically. So you're gonna be following up with that client that you sold that house to once a quarter for a good 7 years before you likely do another transaction. Whereas depending on the caliber of investor that you're working with, you may be doing deals with them on a monthly basis. And those are the kind of clients that you want to be focusing on. Investors, builders, people that own multiple homes, because that is where you are going to get the most business. Looking at the different types of investors, flippers should be at the top of your list. Yes, you will be writing some lowball offers on some not so nice properties, but you don't only get that one transaction. Once they fix up the home, then you're gonna have a nice product that hopefully you will be listing, and that is 2 transactions for every investment property you find for that flipper. Buy and hold investors or landlords are gonna be another great client that you want in your database. This is a client that is going to be looking for homes and collecting units and building a portfolio, leading to multiple sales out of one client, just like we want. Every morning, whenever you're looking through the MLS, if you happen to see a rundown home that you think is a good value, or if you happen to hear of an off-market deal that would be great for an investor, it's good to have these flippers and buy and hold investors in your database so that you can give them a call, let them know of the deal, and hopefully be writing an offer. You have built-in buyers whenever those potential deals come across your desk. Another great reason to work with real estate investors is the 1031 tax exchange, especially with buy and hold investors. Say that they buy a single family home and they've built a substantial amount of equity. Well, instead of selling that property and then having to pay capital gains on whatever the net profits are, they can then use that money to go out and buy a similar like kind property, maybe a duplex or a fourplex, and then defer those taxes that they would otherwise have to pay. So especially in a time like right now where the market is maybe a little bit shaky, we should be thinking about who buys homes during a market crash. I mean, you either have the REO stuff that you can do or real estate investors, because whenever real estate goes on sale, that is when your real estate investors are going to be most active and you're gonna get the most transactions out of those relationships. Another thing that I don't think that real estate agents really think about whenever they think about working with investors is the fact that these people have to live somewhere. And over the years that you're working with these investors and you're doing these deals with them, they're gonna become higher net worth individuals who usually have a pretty nice primary residence. So to this day, the largest sale I've ever made was to one of the investors that I'd already sold 7, 8 homes to, that as their net worth increased, they ended up buying a pretty sweet house, which led to a pretty sweet commission check. And a bonus reason to work with investors that I couldn't go without talking about is the fact that this is a business transaction for them. So I have multiple investors that I've sold dozens of homes to that I don't even know what they look like. We've never met face to face. I've never shown them a house. We just do everything electronically and over the phone. And I mean, these are the easiest clients. If we were to compare that with a regular buyer or seller, you know, my conversation with my investors may be, hey, we just had a buyer terminate, the deal's done. Okay, put it back on the market. That is how easy these conversations are in comparison to working with a regular buyer and seller. So that wraps up the top reasons why I absolutely love working with real estate investors and why you should be working with real estate investors too. So if you haven't already, don't forget to hit the like button on this video and the subscribe button over here for more content just like this. And we also have a video over here that is a continuation of our series on working with real estate investors. So be sure to check that out and we'll see you on the next one. See ya.